Once again, sorry about any background noise. We're going to be talking about this is an incident that took 2 days to unfold. This is before the 6 stops incident. I don't think I made a video or recording of that just yet. This is long after the Asilomar incident. This is a few days after parking at Golden Gate Park. At around 5 o'clock in the morning, somebody tried to get in the back of my truck. While me and Atreyu were in there, it was locked from the inside. While they tried to come into the back of the truck, I was just in my underwear. It was hot during the summer. I tried to get out the back, and while I was trying to get out the back, they broke my passenger side window of the truck. They escaped when they jumped back through from I think it was the Lincoln side, Lincoln Road, back into the park where there was an access road. They jumped into a city vehicle, big truck, kind of like a diesel, that had yellow blinking lights on the top of it, and drove away. So it was a city worker that did this. Some 4:30 or 5 in the morning. Next couple days, I get the window fixed up there near Takey Kimball's old house. The old fire. I don't know if he's a retired fireman or fire chief. He helped me out. He had a bunch of tape, and I basically taped up a clear window. So anyway, we're in the sunset, probably down looking at the surf, and just hanging out, trying to find work, the usual. While we were walking through the sunset, not at Ocean Beach, but up where the restaurants and coffee shops and grocery stores and things like that are at, we're walking around. It's pretty busy, and I noticed that there's sorry for the background noise. I noticed that there's a Samoan guy, a white guy, and a black guy following us. You know, of course, I've already been on alert. As a matter of fact, I was doing active research at the time. I had all the statutes posted up in the windows of my truck about stalking, this, that, and the other. And from my understanding, from everything I'd read, unless you approach the individual and let them know that you believe that they're stalking you and that they must stop, that you can't do anything until after you've at least done that once. So anyway, I feel that there's something going on with these 3 guys. It's pretty crowded up where we're at, actually. There's a lot going on. I can't be 100% certain of what it is that I'm witnessing, but at the same time, there's something going on there. So, I mean, it's 3 guys. You know, I don't put Atreyu between me and other people. I always save Atreyu, keep him safe, and so we get out of there. We go off, and comes evening time. I can't remember where we parked at this time. Probably not at Golden Gate Park, because that place it was always dangerous, don't get me wrong, but I'm still pretty sure that we were being targeted and stalked. And this is the danger of what it is I'm trying to share with people, what it is that's really going on here. And somehow I was seemingly labeled, good Lord, sorry, labeled as the offender, in the same way as the Asilomar incident that I've described before, that I was the one that has supposedly attacked them when it was nothing, not even close to the case. But that was because the police were involved there and sanctioning these. The police were the ones partly that were helping people stalk me. And not just that, but they were protecting the people attacking me. That's what was happening in Monterey, without a doubt. So we park off someplace for the night, get some sleep. I wake up the next morning. It's probably about 8 in the morning. We're down at the bottom by Great Highway. And there's that, if you're familiar with the area, you'll know that there's a big concrete bathroom down there. Kind of old checkerboard, big black and white tiles. Really kind of, except for the fact that it's, a bathroom. It's kind of a nice old building. So we're parked down there. A lot of people are up already. It's 8 in the morning. There's coffee shops all through there. That bathroom stays pretty busy. I noticed the white guy in there from the trio the night before. He's with an older lady. Now watch this, or listen to this. Imagine seeing this. I'm already disabled. I got a disability. I got a 60, at that time, a 60% weakness in the upper left side of my body. Even though I may look fit or whatnot, the reality is if I take off my shirt, you can see I'm totally atrophied on that side, and I am, I'm unable to fight in a way that's meaningful. So, and I know this may sound like I'm being a bit too much, but I had carried with me an axe handle that was given to me by somebody, a couple that I met over in Gilroy that ended up stealing my computer. I'm pretty sure that computer was with Gilroy Police Department because, as I said, most of these acts were sanctioned by law enforcement and acted out by people that were homeless or drug addicts or things of that nature. But I always held it on the ground. I was always leaning on it. I was always holding it in a way that I was not trying to be offensive towards him. I was never trying to be offensive towards him with it. I was just leaning on it, walking with it like a walking stick. You know how you have your joggers and walkers that carry around golf clubs? You can just see it like that. The thing is golf club is lethal. Even though this was an axe handle, it's not lethal. It's not even as like a bat, not even like a baseball bat, nothing like that. And I would never use it to swing at anybody, just to push someone away. But nonetheless, I see this man, and he's a young man, and he's with an older lady, maybe his mother. And I said, hey, how's it going? I could not know if he was there for me or not, but I let him know. I said, hey, I saw you with 2 other guys last night, and it sure did seem as if you guys were following me and my dog. So I just want you to know, in California, because we're having a problem with people stalking us, I need to let you know that if you're stalking us, and he spits in my face, he comes at me, I go back, because I'm not trying to fight with the guy, and spits right in my face. I'm like, what the? As soon as that happens, I hear squealing tires. A car had come down and squealed, parked right in the middle of the road, slammed on his brakes. Two men and a woman jumped out of the car and attempt to assault me. Now, like I said, these incidents are incidents where they have people that they're organized, they're videoing this stuff from a distance, and there's more than one person involved. Always more than one person involved, even if it's only one person there. So I can guarantee you that this video is up somewhere. After he spits on me, I'm retreating. Hey, chill out, man. I just need to let you know, because if I see you again around me and my dog, there's going to be a problem. I'm either going to call the police, or if you come at me, I'm going to defend myself however I need to. I've already been assaulted many times. The truck had just been broken into, and just for contextual and on a timeline basis, this happened after the breaking of the window, this incident, and before the 6 stops incident that I did describe to Congress people in my letter to them in 2019. So what happens? This car comes screeching, 3 people jump out. I can't remember if one of them had a stick or something, but they all come after me. Atreyu's already put away. I don't bring him out into these kind of situations. I already told you that earlier. That's always the case. If he's out, it's because they surprised me. Just like a Silmar, I put him away, and just like North Highlands, I kept him in the room while I went to go answer the door because I knew something was up. Anyway, like I said, I've sacrificed everything. I've taken my chances with my life with some people that are absolutely crazy. So now I've got 4 people, and that old lady also. 4 young people, one of them chick, female, coming at me. I'm like, what the fuck, man? What is going on here? I'm actually laughing. because it's crazy. Plus, I'd just been spit in my face, and my adrenaline was really going, and I had to let out some energy somehow. Plus, I was going to get my ass completely handed to me if I was going to try to battle 4 people with the left arm and left side of my body that doesn't even work correctly. So I you know, this is happening within a probably 10 to 15 square yard circle, you know, basically maybe 10 or 15 steps each way. That guy, I'm backing off from him. The car stopped in the middle of the street. I'm parked correctly on the side of the street, and the car doors are open on their car. I'm making a beeline for my, I gotta come around the front of my truck over into the driver's side to hop in. Girl comes, I don't know if one of the guys pushed the girl or whatever it is they're trying to do, maybe trying to get me to hit the girl. I don't know. I'm not trying to hit nobody. I ain't trying to hit nobody. They're confused because I'm laughing. But I know I was already expecting some sort of shenanigans here, because that's what they've been doing the whole time. And when I say shenanigans, there's nothing funny about this. Absolutely nothing funny. And the big black guy, which wasn't the same black guy from the night before. The Samoan guy from the night before wasn't there either. But it was the white guy. He's just spit on me. He's coming from the bathroom side. From the street side, there's the 3 coming at me. I'm getting around the front of the truck. They can't get me. They try to grab my door. I slam my door shut. I get the truck started. And the black guy, pretty hefty guy, kind of a little bit, not fat, but more bulkier than the guy from the night before, is punching my plastic window. The thing is that I had actually lined the outside and the inside. Having Atreyu, as furry as he is, if I didn't line the inside of the window, it would have turned into a mohair rug within a day or two from all the fur flying up into exposed tape. And he's punching it and punching it. He's all confused. He keeps punching. He starts punching it out of frustration because he can't burst the tape. I'm sorry. This stuff isn't funny, but some of it is funny to me. But do not be confused. I was absolutely afraid for me and Atreyu's life. Absolutely afraid. But I didn't do anything offensively to anyone. I'm the one who got spit on. I'm the one who got chased. I'm the one, in a sense, who got embarrassed. But I'm also the one that made sure that this is all on video and that it's being circulated somewhere. And it shows that I am not the aggressor. Yes, I may be walking around with this yellow fiberglass axe handle, but I'm not raising it, I'm not poking it, I'm only leaning on it because I'm trying to show that I'm in a handicapped state and that I'm simply trying to hold myself up with it. But of course, at the same time, just like your walker or jogger that carries the golf club, nobody ever tells them anything. You know, if need be, you could always use it, well, either to golf or if you have to defend yourself, right? So I get out of there. What happens next is the 6 stops in 2 days incident, which I'll hold as a separate story. But this is in San Francisco. This is an example of an organized stalking event with the intention of using any reason at all to attack me rather than to just stalk me. Dangerous behavior. And this is early on. This is probably mid-2016. I still do not know, and I'm not aware that what this is about is this secret campaign. I don't know anything about the campaign from my parents except for the fact that I thought my parents were losing their mind, is what I thought. I thought my parents were going senile. My mother laughing at me that I had relapsed. These kind of things. I thought my mother had lost her mind. Was losing her mind. I did not know she was actively acting against me. Yes, the crazy sure. I don't know. Okay, I'm naive. I love my parents, man. I love my family. I don't think the worst of people, even while they're doing the worst to me. I'm also a tough dude. So, anyway, durable, let's say. Let's just say durable. So that's the attempted assault in San Francisco. As a matter of fact, when I drove away from there was an officer 2 blocks away out of his car, and I pull up to him and say, "Look, man, I was just assaulted back there, blah, blah, blah." And he's like, "Yeah, so?" Which, in all reality, is like, yeah, so, it's San Francisco. You're near the surf district in the Sunset. nice area, but street light fights and not there's many street lights down there, but there's a lot of action that goes on around there, so it's not really surprising that he would have been like ho-hum about the whole thing. But the 6 stops the next 2 days after that is very interesting. Very similar to the 41st Avenue incident, where when I say 41st Avenue, that's when I discovered people actually creating scenarios that they were going to pitch onto me, to force onto me, to have, they're pure setups. This was a pure setup. Those 3 people in the car was waiting for something to happen to be able to come and do this. Just like what happened in Asilomar with this guy. I'll just tell the Asilomar story later, is what I'll do. But there's a string of events that happened in San Francisco. Somehow I was the one being shown as the aggressor in these situations, when I'm simply I'm never even defending, but I'm the one at a minimum defending and the one that's being attacked. Not the other way around. Not the other way around. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a nice day.